Happy Mother's Day, everyone. On this day, I am grateful to women who come alongside other mothers and teach them how to mother, how to care for themselves, even while they're caring for their children. And I celebrate women, whether they have children or not, who again show up in the lives of children and young people. In this video, I want to speak specifically to single mothers, women who mother, but maybe they don't have children of their own, and for those in our community who teach us to really show up for children. Hi, everyone. This is the PR Whisperer, and on this page, I offer commentary from the lenses of faith and PR. Now, let me speak for a second to single mothers who feel like they're shouldering the weight of so much responsibility. I want to share a couple things that I've learned on my own journey that have helped me not only care for my daughter, but also care for myself. So one of the things that I've learned as I'm parenting, especially with my second child, and there's such a gap between my first child and my second, but one of the things that I've learned in this season is that community is so important. But community doesn't happen just by thinking about it. It happens by doing. It happens by setting an intention, by praying for it, and then actively thinking about how you show up for other people and how other people show up for you. So in this season of my life, I've been so intentional about creating community at church. In fact, my church is big on small groups, and I'm a part of 2 different small group networks. And what I've noticed is that being immersed in both of these communities has helped me and has helped to fill my cup so that I have more to give to my daughter. But I've also developed a community of parents who are around the same age as me, parents whose children are around my daughter's age, and people who want the same things in life. You know, we are very, very similar. We may be diverse in terms of ethnicity, but we are very, very similar in other ways. And it has helped to have people who I could just bounce things off of, and people who see me and people who I am able to see. With this particular group, I feel seen, I feel welcomed, and I feel accepted, and my child does too. And so when I think about the whole notion of single parenting, I also feel like I have to be careful and intentional about how I describe my situation and my identity. The second thing that I do as I think about how to live a full life is at the beginning of every year, I set intentions for what I want to do, the experiences that I want to provide my daughter, the places that I want to take her, what I want her to feel, and what kind of human being I want to create. And so just to give you an example, travel is a value for my family. And so at the beginning of the year, I think about where we will go. And by thinking about it early, I can plan for it. Another value is faith. I want my daughter to grow up with a strong sense of faith. And so throughout the year, when things get, when I get tired or when I feel like I don't have the energy, one of the things that keeps me going is remembering what I said I wanted for my daughter. And I want her to be someone who's deeply rooted in faith. And so if that's what I want, there are certain inputs that I have to do throughout the year. I also think about, again, the experiences that I want her to have and the things that bring us joy. So our family loves lavender. And so we make time every year to go to a lavender farm, to pick fresh lavender, to pick products that are scented with lavender. And we do all of that, again, understanding what we want and understanding what brings us joy. If you find yourself on a journey and you are parenting and maybe your parenting situation is not ideal or it's not what you would hope, I encourage you to think about what you want, to think about the people who you want to surround yourself, and to also think about the ways in which you can pray specifically and request specifically from God what you want. One of my prayers consistently is for strength and for vigor, not just in this season of my life, but throughout my daughter's entire life. So again, as we sit here on Mother's Day and as you think about what you want for yourself and for your children, I hope that this content helps you and I hope that it supports you. I want to share one more thing. I think sometimes that when we think about parenting, we think a lot about raising our children. But I think that parenting is really about raising us. It's understanding why we get triggered when we get triggered. It's understanding what we are imparting to our children on a conscious level and also on a subconscious level. And so every day feels like a new journey. It feels like a new experience. And I remind myself that this is not just me going through life, raising and shaping my daughter, but it's also me going through life, raising and shaping myself. If you like this content, please be sure to like, subscribe, and share.